I would like to move House File 2500 to be held over possible inclusion. Again, welcome, Representative Peeble.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. It's been a long time since I've been in front of a committee. So I appreciate you granting a hearing on the bill. Members, I'm going to be pretty brief and let some of the folks who know more about this issue talk, but what this bill does is it puts more money into a program called TRIO. Over the interim, we visited a number of college campuses around the state. And one of the issues that came up, along with tuition and debt and textbooks, was the issue of people getting there ready getting to college getting to college ready academically, but not having kind of some of the other skills or experience to take advantage of the college experiences as well as perhaps they might, and as a result, actually making their college experience more expensive because they don't get the credits they need in the amount of time that they can, in the amount of time that otherwise they could have achieved that, and a whole slew of other impacts. And one of the things that I heard from so many students as I was out there is this TRIO program has been a lifesaver for many of them. It's now mainly a federally funded program. And what this bill would do would be to put state money into to make it available to more students. So basically what the program does, and you can see it right here, it helps students with academic advising, some academic tutoring and instruction, including other students doing the tutoring who are part of the program. So there's kind of a work, a portion of it that they kind of contribute back to the program as part of the program. Financial aid counseling, which I'm sure you've talked about this year, is a very serious issue for a lot of students and a lot of parents. And then some direct grant aid to students. And so really the idea is to help students make the transition and really succeed once they are in college. And I'm going to now turn it over to Andrew, I think, to give some testimony, if that's okay, Mr. Chair.
That's fine. Please state your name for the record and then proceed.
Thank you very much, Chairman. My name is Andrew Cedar, and I'm the president of the Minnesota TRIO Association. And on behalf of the nearly 300 TRIO professionals in our Minnesota TRIO Association and the 16,000 underrepresented students participating in TRIO programs across Minnesota, we support House Bill 2500 to support state funding for TRIO programs, specifically the TRIO Student Support Services. TRIO programs are federally funded through the U.S. Department of Education, and it provides college access programs like Upward Bound, Educational Talent Search, and Education Opportunity Centers, and college graduation programs like Student Support Services and McNair Scholars. Since the mid-1960s, the federal government supported TRIO programs for underrepresented students to improve college access and college graduation for first-generation college students, students coming from limited income backgrounds, students with disabilities, veterans, and our returning adults. Now it is the state of Minnesota's time to enhance the federal funding model to provide funding support to TRIO programs, as our student success is everyone's responsibility, including the federal government, the state of Minnesota, our institutions and communities, and of course our hardworking students. This bill to support TRIO Student Support Services will enhance the supportive services to students who need the most to graduate, who are in need of these services to graduate. First-generation college students, low-income students from the Iron Range, reservations, rural, urban settings in our communities who are enrolled in our community colleges and our universities will benefit from this bill. This will increase the support for students to better navigate the college system, transfer from 2-year programs to 4-year degree programs, and provide intrusive services necessary for baccalaureate degree completion. Services like intrusive advising, tutoring, mentoring, financial literacy, and direct grant aid to students will help fill the gap in financial aid and related educational expenses. The result of this bill does 2 important things. It improves college degree completion and assists in limiting the student loan indebtedness to provide to targeted support services. We strongly support this bill.
Okay. Thank you. Questions? Or we have another testifier? Okay. Go ahead, state your name for the record and proceed.
Hello. Thank you, Mr. Chair. My name is Shelley Siegel. I am first and foremost a TRIO alumni. I am also the director of the TRIO programs at North Hennepin Community College in Brooklyn Park. Bazil is one of my students who I'm most proud of. TRIO raised me as a professional, as a student. I would not be here today if it were not for TRIO. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Student Support Services, the college access program as part of TRIO programs at North Hennepin currently serves 350 low-income first-generation students and students with disabilities. At North Hennepin, we have an enrollment of about 8,000 students. We can serve 350 with our resources, but we have about 70% of students that could qualify for TRIO. And so we constantly have a waiting list, and we're constantly turning students away. And it's difficult to do that. Our students receive intensive, holistic academic advising, tutoring, and rigorous coursework like math and science, as well as English. And they receive help with career exploration and finding and applying for scholarships, internships, transferring to four-year programs. Depending upon the student, we meet their individual needs. At North Hennepin, the TRIO program has been successful since 1992 in meeting its objectives. Persistence, retention, year to year, 92% average in the last 5 years. Academic standing is 90%. That means students who have a 2.8 GPA or higher. And then graduation and transfer rates at 70%. We're doing our job at North Hennepin in our TRIO program and across the state. Similar statistics. Why does it work? And this is our secret. We have a long-standing record of success across the nation. TRIO understands the needs of its students more than any entity on college campuses, and therefore can help them navigate and make informed decisions. Right now we're seeing so much difficulty with students in poverty. This is because our students are not well informed and they end up taking classes that they don't need or they can't pass.
Can I interrupt just one moment?
Yes.
If you back off the mic just a little bit, it'll be easier for everybody to understand.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine, but it's...
I'm actually also a singer, and sometimes I tend to eat the mic.
Normally that's how you have to, but these are pretty sensitive mics. So
how's this?
It'll speak that much better.
Back more?
That's perfect.
Oh gosh,
Perfect.
you should have told me sooner.
I didn't want to interrupt.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
We heard it loud and clear. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, here we go. I'll finish just by saying that TRIO staff helps students make good decisions, informed decisions about their financial literacy, about what classes to take, so that they are not ending up with enormous debt. They still incur debt, but we're helping them make good decisions so they're not taking classes where they don't need them and then have to repeat them with our tutoring services, our advising services. I firmly believe this bill would help. TRIO's been flat funded for the last 10 years. Like I said earlier, we cannot support the number of students who need our services on our campuses statewide, nationwide. So we urge you to support this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have another testifier. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
State your name, please.
My name is Bazil Ajio, and I'm from North Hennepin Community College. And I'm here to talk about, I don't know how to describe the wonderfulness of the TRIO program. I can look back to when I came to the United States in December 2012. I came here with nothing more than myself, no family, no friend, and nowhere to live. The only thing I had in my mind was that education is the only way that will open a lot of opportunities for me and my daughter. And I registered for a paralegal program at North Hennepin Community College. My education was about to stop because it was so hard for me to continue going to school. I was in a new culture. I was in a new educational system. I was in a new environment, and finding a way to succeed in college was so hard. I found Trio. I shared my story with Trio. Trio didn't send me away. Trio took me under their wings and gave me a place to study. Helped me with my English language classes. Helped me with tutoring. And helped me even at the darkest moment of my life when I was still unable to come to school because my car has broken down. Staff from Trio had to stay late in the office to complete an application for me to make sure that my car is repaired for me to come back to school and make a name for myself. If not of Trio, I would have gone this far. And I can remember again, before meeting Trio, I was almost turning back away from school. And one of the advisors of the Trio program brought me to our office and told me what it is and how to become who you can be. And today I'm a leader in my campus. Not only in my campus, but doing work that help students in my community. And there are many other students like myself who are struggling with economic crisis, with economic challenges, with difficulties that each and every day put them in moments of tears, that they can't afford the benefits that I had when I met Trio. Whenever I go to the Trio office, the office is always congested. Students are always there waiting to see advisors. Students are always there to make use of computers. But the staff are small to welcome all the students. Sometimes some students have to be turned away to go back. I don't know where the students are going back to. I can remember when I was turning back and someone brought me back. Helping to support Trio to help larger number of the students will be phenomenal. And that is why I came here today to share the challenges that I've experienced, not only as an immigrant in the United States, but as someone who really wants to contribute in the workforce and make Minnesota the only home I can call home. And Trio today is the only family that I can call my family in the United States of America. That is why I came here today to support this bill for the Trio program. Thank you.
Thank you for your testimony. I mean, we're very thankful that you're here, and it's people like you that really make all of this worthwhile.